So this study program is very innovative. It is actually the first of its kind at Tallinn University because we follow what we call project and problem-based learning. We have our first semester is what we call an introductory semester, where the students get kind of conventional lectures and seminars and workshops on screen media as a kind of broad field of inquiry. But then the second semester and the third semester, students work in teams with mentors on particular projects that interest them in order to solve problems that they think are important. So what we do is we introduce these 5 steps or 5 phases that we recommend the teams follow when they work on their projects to solve the problems. And then you do 3 of those phases in the second semester and 2 of those phases in the third semester. So every year, every new cohort of students, we from the university kind of invite to work on a problem that stems from a particular broad challenge that has something to do with screen media industry. This year's cohort is going to be invited to work on projects that have to do with the future of the internet. So that contains everything that has to do with the metaverse and kind of VR and AR solutions, GPT-4 related questions, etc., etc. The previous cohort, those who are now graduating, their challenge was information disorder. So all of their projects stemmed from that. And we had projects where they were working on cryptocurrency scams and the role of emotions in how teenagers understand propaganda. So it can really go in many different directions. So we try to think of it in at least kind of 2 ways. One is knowledge and the other is actual practical skills. So through the introductory semester, but also through the micro courses which we offer as part of all of the 5 phases of project and problem-based learning, we offer kind of knowledge about how media works, how screen media in particular works, how societies in this kind of moment of digital saturation and ubiquitous networking and general kind of technologization, how societies work. But also, how do you then make sense of that? What are the kind of conceptual frameworks that help us understand it? How do we approach recognizing which problems are problems and which problems are just sensationalist information, which problems are solvable and how? And then the other aspect is skills, and here again there are skills that are specific to kind of media as a broad discipline or an area of inquiry. But then there are skills that I think are transferable to basically any job that you want to do today. So we have skills pertaining to teamwork and team dynamics, skills pertaining to practical innovation, skills pertaining to problem solving, to development of services and products, to talking to people, to kind of storytelling, and these really, you know, we link them to screen media, we link them to the future of the internet in this coming year. But I don't know of a job you would do today where you wouldn't benefit from knowing how to do those things, and not just knowing how to do those things, but having tried doing those things for a fairly extended period when we're talking about a master's program. So we're hoping to prepare people who have kind of a fairly broad spectrum of skills and knowledges that could work in media-related or technology-related fields. And this might mean that you work in policy development, it might mean you work in education, it might mean you work in content creation or content strategies, it might mean that you set up your own business. Now, our first cohort is currently graduating, so I cannot yet say this is what all of our alumni do, but looking at what they are already doing or what they have told me that they want to do, it does seem that the project and problem-based learning experience does prepare them really well to at least want to attempt to push their project that they come up with within this program into a startup or into a business or into a solution to sell to a larger kind of startup.